Hello and welcome to HomeBody video. Today we are going to do abs and quads for boxers. So by now maybe you have taken some of the other boxing classes online by myself or a couple of our other amazing boxing instructors. So maybe you got some fundamentals down, but now we're going to work on some focused skill and training within boxing. But if you don't know boxing, if you don't like boxing, if you don't want to do boxing, this is still for you, okay? So this is going to be a nice cardio workout with a little bit of boxing involved, okay? If you can do a quick warm-up before you get this started with this video, that would be amazing. Just get the blood going. And if you have some weights, some light ones, some heavy ones, whatever that means to you. It could be some resistant bands instead, or that big bucket of cat litter, you know, it's got that nice handle. Okay, whatever you have, if you want to just stop for a second and go get a couple of weights or heavy things from your home so that we can use those. And yeah, I think that's all we're going to need. So we're going to do an interval training. We're going to do 3-minute rounds, which is how long a boxing round is. And so most boxing gyms will have you training at interval, which is a great way to work cardio, right? So we're good at running, riding our bikes, but when your heart has to start and stop back and forth, that's a really great exercise for it. So we're going to go for 3 minutes for 7 different exercises. And I hope to make you really tired by the end of it. We're going to just start by kicking our little booties, okay? So we're going to get our heels up here. So obviously some blood is going, but we're already working out. So here we are. Now, while you're doing this, we're going to have a little bit of form, right? And it's going to keep us strong. We're standing up nice and tall, but our shoulders are relaxed. I don't know about you, but my shoulders are often up here. So I'm going to bring them down, just start keeping them relaxed. My chest is nice and open. My abs are engaged, right? I'm not holding my breath, but I am thinking about them. I'm relating to them, okay? Now, while we're kicking, I want to make sure your feet are flexed, all right? Really strong, really strong. So you're really trying to get that heel touching your butt. And you might be doing it. I'm not doing it. But if you are, that's amazing. Now, we're just going to increase the cardio a tiny bit by bringing our hands up. So you probably know that when your hands are above your heart, you're increasing your cardiovascular exercise. Okay? So we're still going. We're still going. Our hands are up. Our hands are up. This is my little boxing stance where I'm peeking out over my hands, protecting myself at all times. Are you enjoying yourself? It feels good. All right, we're going to just throw some jabs and punches. That might be super familiar to you or not at all. But basically, you're reaching out. And you're reaching out. And when you reach, I really want you to think about grabbing something and bringing it back. You can keep your fist closed, but you are definitely reaching, okay? Not tapping. You want to think about the back muscles working. See if you can feel them when you reach out. And if you want to speed that up, you go on ahead. Any speed that you feel comfortable in, but ask yourself to challenge yourself, okay? It can be, maybe you got some nice rhythm going. You put a little spice into it. This is super 80s aerobics right now, right? But there's a method to the madness, I promise. Keep those hands up, please, over the heart or at heart level. You start getting tired, they going down. See if you can keep them going the whole time. Now, of course, if you have any kind of shoulder issue, this might be challenging. Okay, so do what you need to do. Maybe you just go a little bit. Maybe you just keep them like this. Stick with those abs. Just a couple more seconds. Flex feet. Strong abs. Great. Okay, take a moment. Just take a moment. Take some water I hope you have water next to you. If you don't, stop this tape and go get some water immediately. That's my mom voice. All right. Let's keep that heart going. We're gonna do a boxer's twist, and I want you to have one weight that's challenging but not too heavy for you. I'm gonna do this. This is a 12 pounds, and you might not have a ton of choices around, but get something where you can feel the resistance when you're holding it, but it doesn't hurt your shoulders, for example, to hold it up like this. All right, so take a second to get just the right fit. Good. This is a boxer's twist. We're gonna stand with our feet, hips width apart. Our knees are slightly bent. We've got this nice weight at about waist level, and we're gonna twist. And if you see me twisting, I'm still looking at you the whole time. My body is twisting, but I'm looking at you, right? So I don't want the whole body going around. And why is this called a boxer's twist? Because this is the kind of rotation you use when you're throwing hooks. Okay, the hooks are the shots that we hit to somebody's jaw. And we need to rotate and be really tight because we don't get to use a big haymaker. We got to come in and use our core just to make these shots. Now I want you to keep your form here, okay? Make sure those knees are bent, please. The weight is kind of evenly distributed on your feet. Abs are engaged. That means say hi to your abs. Ask them to help you. It's amazing what happens if you do something for 3 minutes. Stop and do something else for 3 minutes, even if you were just walking. It's such a good exercise for that little heart of yours. Now, if this is not challenging, you can lift this up higher and get a little more, right? So you're gonna have to work your muscles more. It's gonna ask your heart to do some more work. Go ahead, bring it up to your chest height. If you have, again, any kind of shoulder issues, or maybe this doesn't feel good, put the darn weight down and rotate. Just really think about your body doing all the twisting and staring straight ahead. Give a look. Give a look. I got some music going, so I'm gonna bring my little weight back up here. Maybe you found that weight was a little too heavy or a little too light and you switched it. That's cool. Try to keep moving the whole 3 minutes, okay, my friend? 30 more seconds. And don't use momentum, okay? Sometimes we start, but now we're not really allowing ourselves to get the exercise. When we have to generate that power from a still place, right? From our quads and our abs, we get to really give ourselves some exercise. Okay, that was 3 minutes. Put your weight down. All right, now we're gonna do what I'm gonna call deadlifts. A lot of times we'll use barbells for a deadlift, but today we're gonna use our weights again, okay? So I'm gonna use these 12s again. These are good for me. I could probably do a little heavier. I don't wanna boast or anything, but I'm gonna do these 12s. So some of you do this kind of workout at home or in the gym already, but let's just talk about it. Again, feet are hip width apart, standing nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed. Okay, what we do is we lean over with nice bent knees and a nice flat back. We pick up our little weights. We stand up with them and we bring them down again. Okay, so I just wanted to do that once so that you can put those weights where you want them. Again, if you have something with handles that you want to pick up, maybe your purse is really heavy, I don't know. Okay, all right, let's get started. 3 minutes of dead weights. And that doesn't mean you're at a bad party. Got it? Done? Yeah. Now, I want you guys to be so controlled with this. This is how we're going to really work the quads and the abs. If you want to stand up first in between each one, come on down, bring them up. Abs are engaged the whole time. Just really think about asking them to help you be strong, okay? Do breathe also, please. Please breathe. We want you to get through the video. Nice and slow, no momentum. If this doesn't feel as challenging as on your quads as you'd like, if you have a heavier weight, that's great. Or maybe you want to spread out the strata a little bit and get a little lower, right? And really bend when you're down here. Bend so that you're so low you're like as if you were going to sit on a chair. Boxers need quads. Why? Our power actually starts there. All these shots, it looks like we're using our arms and our upper body, but if we don't have quads and ab muscles to keep us strong and a good foundation, our shots are going to be pretty weak and we're more prone to injury. We need our abs for, among other things, to take a punch. If any of you are interested in sparring, you're going to want to hold those abs nice and tight in the middle of a round so that if someone were to make it through to your abs, you would be able to handle that shot. Okay, we still got a minute. Again, if you want to do it a little faster, but keep that form. Keep those knees bent at all time. Even when you're standing up, you've got a nice slight bend in your knee. No locking. Don't you feel really cool right now? Like so powerful? If you have a mirror, look at yourself right now. Do an Incredible Hulk thing. Raw! I'm having fun. I'm going to forget to stop. But luckily I have a timer to tell me. There it is telling me. I'll go get it. Okay. I'm going to take some water. I hope you are too. All right. Jump squats. So fun. We're going to put the weights to the side. At least for now. But if you need them, you can pick up some lighter weights. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So a jump squat is, we all know what a squat looks like, right? A squat, and then go sideways, like we're sitting on a chair. Some of y'all can go really low. Now, lots of folks don't think it's a good idea to go past your knees being at a 45, 90-degree angle. But everybody has a little bit different opinion about that. I'm going to just try to go to where I'm sitting in a chair every time. And then we'll start jumping. So let's just warm up squatting, if you will. It's all about moving slow and intentional. This is how we're really going to get our muscles working. Now see, I can feel that in my legs already. Maybe you can too. Now listen, we're going to do a little hopping, but if you have knee issues, and especially if there's something hard underneath you, maybe don't jump. Okay? So I'm going to squat, and I'm going to jump. I'm going to squat, and I'm going to jump. And I'm going to lose my balance. I'm going to squat, and I'm going to jump. Now, depending on how challenging this is for you, maybe you do 3 of them, and then you do 3 without jumping. Or jump the whole darn time. Make everything nice and fluid, like you're dancing. And you need your abs for that. Try to come down nice and light on your feet. Boxers are dancers. You know they call boxing the canvas dance? Because the floor is made of canvas in the ring. So make up your own little pattern. If you want to do 3s and 3s, if you want to do all jumping, maybe you want to do 1 jump, 3 not, but keep checking your form. Weight should be on the back of your feet, like on your heels. Abs, nice and engaged. Knees are not pointing out over your toes, right? That's when we might hurt ourselves. Now what I'm doing with my arms is just my little way of keeping my balance. If you prefer to put your hands on your hips, or we can go yoga style. Skiing. I'm just making this up, you guys. 20 more seconds. Increase the distance between your feet if you want to feel a little bit more in the adductors and abductors. Check your knees. Get down a little deeper if you're not feeling those quads. Good. Please make sure to shake it out a little. If your quads don't feel a little bit tight right now and kind of like responding, probably you just need to make it more challenging. And you know what? You could do this whole thing again. You could do every one of these rounds, because I do everything in 3 minutes. Turn it off, do the same round all over again. Okay? All right, let's do some sit-ups, okay? So we're gonna sit up with jabs and crosses. So I don't think I need to show you what a sit-up looks like, because we all kind of have different sit-up looks. So I'm gonna go this way. And with your sit-up, you can come all the way down if you want, and come back up, and jab, and cross. You see how slow I'm going? Now some of y'all might think, I'm not really getting a cardio workout here. Yeah, you are. This is how we're doing it. When we just allow momentum to be our driver, we actually aren't asking as much of our hearts. But look at us right now, keeping our form, keeping our hands over our hearts the whole time. Now, if you want to get a weight, right, because you want something a little more challenging, by all means, if this feels good to you, if this is comfortable for you, go ahead and speed it up a little, still controlling the movement. When you come up here, be at a place where your abs are still engaged. In other words, not all the way where they're relaxed again. Come to this point where you can feel them tensing up, okay? Now for some of us, we have like neck issues. I used to have them so much more. I'm happy to say I don't as much anymore. But if you do, if your neck is hurting, go ahead and put your hands behind your head and let your head rest. Let your head rest. Or maybe your lower back is really hurting. Now, of course, when our backs are sore a lot, it probably means we could work on our abs a little more, but I don't want things to hurt. So if that's the case, go ahead and just hold yourself up like this. You can go like this. Sometimes that movement really doesn't feel good on the back. Okay? So hopefully in that little buffet of crunches, you find one that's both challenging but feels like you can sustain it. Because, right, isn't that the point? We want to sustain this. We want to keep exercising forever and ever, getting stronger and more skilled, right? Or maybe you don't want to. Maybe you just want a good workout for today and you'll think about tomorrow later. I get that. Especially right now, my friends. It's amazing that you're doing this for yourself right now. Just like giving yourself 30 minutes of you time. Because we really need it right now. Okay. Here this is just what I look like when I do my exercises in my study a lot. I'm always on my knees. I'm crawling around to get my equipment. This is the real thing. Okay, we're gonna do planks. Woohoo! All right, so we're gonna do planks on our forearms, and we're gonna do it for 3 minutes, but I don't expect you to hold it for 3 minutes. Now, if you can, God bless you. That's amazing. But what we're gonna think about is getting in our plank position and holding for 45 seconds and then taking a break, okay? Now, your plank is so important. This is such a good ab exercise that not everybody knows it because you're like not moving, but you need your abs to do this. So have a nice form, okay? No booties in the air. Also, don't sink it down. Hopefully, I'm pretty flat from my tailbone all the way to my neck. On your toes. So I'm gonna go for 45 seconds and then take a break. And I'll let you know when that 45 seconds is, or you can time yourself. Maybe 30 or 20 seconds is better for you. All right, turns out I'm doing a minute, but I was talking. Okay, so I'm just gonna plop down, give myself a little relax here, loosen up the back and the abs. Then I'm gonna go up again for 45 seconds. So you do what you can do, but push yourself a little bit. I remember there was a time I thought, there's no way I'll even be able to do this at all, you guys. Ask your abs to help you. They're your friends, they're there for you. Meditate. My hands look like they're in prayer. Maybe I'll just say a little prayer for the world. Seems like a good a time as any. All right, I'm gonna hold for 10 more seconds. That'll be another 45 seconds. If you're still up here, amazing. If you've been up all along, double amazing. Good. Plop it down for a few seconds. Please make sure your abs are super engaged, okay? So that way you're not putting stress on your lower back. You're really asking your abs to do the work. All right, we're gonna do one more 45er. Up we go. The third 45 is a little harder than the first. Anyways. Keep your form. Nice weight on your toes. Booty low. Abs engaged. 30 more seconds. Take some breaths. Make sure you're not holding your breath. It can be really meditative if you think about it. Abs, abs, abs. They're there for you. Whew. Nice. Okay. Give yourself just a little stretchy poo. Maybe some yoga cat-cows or whatever feels good. Maybe you want to stretch out your abs a little bit. I'm sweating. I hope you're sweating. Well, you might not sweat this way. I sweat a lot. But I hope you're getting a good exercise. Please take some water. All right, we're good. We just got one more to go. Flutter and cross kicks. Okay, so we can be on our elbows. Again, what feels comfortable for you? If you have neck issues, maybe lying down feels better. These are the cross kicks. You can make them, the lower you go, the more challenging it is. If you're up higher, you are giving your lower back a break. So again, if you need that, Ain't no shame in doing this, okay? And then the flutters, flutter, 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 flutter. Again, nice and low, do them up, make big ones. Play with your body. See what's hard, see what's good, okay? I'm gonna stay down like this because my lower back does start to feel kind of funky. And I'm gonna start crossing, crisscross. Relax those shoulders. This is your last round, you guys. Breathe, maybe bring them up a little. Give your lower back a break. Now, if you don't feel, like if your feet are up here and you don't feel your abs engaged, you gotta bring them down a little lower. Go where you feel it. Okay, and let's do some fluttering. Flutter, flutter, little butterfly. I'm cheating, I'm looking at the, okay, we're halfway done. You can stop, you can take a break, you can stretch things out by putting your feet at each side of the mat and giving yourself a nice little twist. And get back in there, right? Because we want to have a nice form. Why do we want to have a nice form? Because our exercise will be more efficient, and also we don't hurt ourselves. Sometimes when we push so hard through discomfort, we really can hurt ourselves because our body just might be saying, you're gonna need a minute. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Again, if this is hard or doesn't feel comfortable and you want to come up here and you want to just do little bikes. Okay, we're still doing our lower abs. So when we bring our legs into our body, we're working more on these lower abs. Keep crossing just because I'm talking. Crossing and fluttering and crossing and fluttering. I bet you some of you are just like, have your feet 2 inches off the ground. I'm super impressed with you. I can't see that alarm. We're just gonna be surprised when it goes off, just like in the boxing ring. Stretch, stretch, back for more. What? It's over. All right, my friends, thank you so much for working out with me. Do some stretching afterwards, drink lots of water, and if you want to get more of a workout, do the whole darn thing again. All right? Thank you for taking care of yourself. Thank you for taking care of me by letting me take care of you. And peace on earth and goodwill to men. You take care.